Good morning, everyone. Today we discuss about the numericals based on this introductory topic that are the elasticity of demand. That elasticity of demand may be depend on the price or income. So maybe elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand, or maybe income elasticity of demand that we discussed in last lectures. So today we discuss about the numericals. So first numerical here, it is given as a simple numerical is given the quantity demanded of a good A depend upon the price of A. Price of A, PA, P suffix A, monthly income IA, and the price of the related good B, PB. Demand of good A, QA is given by this equation. QA is equal to 180 minus 9 PA plus 2I minus 15 PB. So find the demand of equation for a good A in terms of the price PB, in terms of price PA, when income I is rupees 500 and price of that P product or good B is a PB is equal to rupees 60. So one relation equation is given for this quantity demanded for product A in terms of the product B price and product A price, and with respect to the income. It is given. So just we put all these values whatever given into this equation, relational equation, and that whatever that equation comes, that are must be in terms of the price of good B, income, and price of A. So we just put all the values. So 180 minus 9 PA is not given us. So plus 2 income I is given as a 500 rupees minus 15 PB. PB is a good price for the product B. So it is given as 60. So this equation becomes Q is equal to 180 minus 9 PA plus 1000 minus 900. So finally equation becomes as QA is equal to 280 minus 9 PA in terms of the price of good A. So quantity and price. So we get relation in between this quantity and price of good A. This is the simple numerical. So in second numerical, here the petrol prices are given in and that are increases from rupees 54 to the 63 rupees. From 54 rupees to the 63 rupees per liter, and that person Rahul decrease his petrol consumption from 25 liter to the 24 liter per month. So find that price elasticity of demand of that petrol. So for definition, basic definition for price elasticity of demand is nothing but a percentage change in the quantity demanded divided by percentage change in the price. So it is a change in the quantity divided by change in price, and it is considered as a percentage. So that percentage change is calculated as a P2 minus P1 divided by P1, and for price it is calculated as P2 minus P1 divided by P1. For percentage change in quantity, Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q2. So here that values are calculated as 25 minus 24. So quantity are changes are the 25 to 24. So 25 minus 24 divided by 25, percentage change in quantity, and percentage change in price is a 63 minus 54. Price changes from 54 to the 63. So its a percentage change is nothing but 63 minus 54 divided by 54. So when you convert this from numerator to the from denominator to the numerator, it comes as a multiplier, and this 54 comes into the numerator. So final answer is a 0.24, which is a less than 1. So it is a inelastic nature. Inelastic price elasticity of demand. So as this 0.24 is less than 1, that demand price elasticity of demand is nothing but a inelastic. Inelastic, it means that increase in price doesn't change a large response or large variation in the quantity of demand. It doesn't respond to large variation in the quantity of demand. So whether that price increases but quantity demanded remain approximately same. Quantity demanded remain approximately same. It is called as a inelastic demand, inelastic price elasticity of demand. So this is second example. In the third example here, a hard disk manufacturer raising its price of hard disk from current average price. Now here average price is considered. Here average price is considered of rupees 2000 per minute. We have one formula for the price elasticity of demand in terms of the average quantity, in terms of average quantity. So in this previous numerical we just consider percentage. Here we not consider as average value. Here we not consider average value, but here in this example average value is given and we should consider that average value. So that previous formula slightly changes. Previous formula slightly changes as a Q2 minus Q1 divided by, instead of Q1 now there is average. Instead of Q1 there is average Q2 plus Q1 by 2 and divided by percentage change in price P2 minus P1 divided by P1. Instead of P1 here now it is replaced by P2 plus P1 by 2. Here it is replaced by P2 plus P1 by 2. So this price elastic demand now becomes in terms of average as a, instead of this initial price and initial quantity that are changes by average values, that are changes by average values. So here if that example given as a current average price of that particular hard disk is a 2000 per unit and currently the manufacturer sell 600 units per month, but it is trying to bring that sale down to maximum output of 500 units per month due to the increase in price. If the manufacturer price elasticity of demand is -3, so this left hand side is given to us price elasticity of demand is given to us -3 for the, and the price of that hard disk now changes from 2000 to the 3500 per hard disk. What should be the new price? So what should be the new price? P2, so that demand in line with the manufacturer production capacity. So this value now is given, left hand side value is given as a -3, and here Q2 is nothing but quantity. So quantity for previous quantity are 600. Again that quantity are changes to 500. So Q1 is a 600 units per month, Q2 is a 500 units per month. P1 is a 2000. P1 is a rupees 2000. And what should be the P2? What should be the P2? So here this range is given 2000 to 3500. 2000 to 3500 is range is given. Initial price is given as a 2000 per unit. Initial price is given as a 2000 per unit, and we asked to find out the how much the final quantity, how much the final price, how much the final price P2. How much the final price P2 we have to find out. So here we put all these values into this equation. Q2 is given as a 500, Q1 is a 600. Again here Q2 500 plus 600 divided by 2. P2 now we have to find out the P2 value. Q1 is a 2000. Again P2 is unknown. P1 is a 2000 divided by 2. And here price elasticity of demand is a -3. So we just put into this equation and we can find out that P2 value. We can find out the P2 value 2125, which is in between this given value 2000 to 3500. So this is example. In this example that average quantities are considered. So instead of just taking that initial quantity or initial price, we consider their average quantity and average price. So in this next example, the price elasticity of demand for a product is given 0.5. Price elasticity of demand for the product is given 0.5. Calculate the percentage change in total revenue when the product price falls by 10%. As soon as the product price falls below 10%, that quantity demanded are increases, and that revenue changes. So how much total revenue? That is the asking quantity. How much percentage change in the total revenue? That is the asking quantity. So how we can calculate that percentage total change in revenue percentage? So here TR2 is a revenue generated after by changing price. This TR1 is nothing but a revenue when the price is for initial price. This TR1 is initial proper revenue for the initial price. So as soon as you change that price of that product, that quantity demanded should be changes, and accordingly that turnover changes, and turnover nothing but a price into that number of quantity. Suppose 100 quantities are sold out, and for each product, if there is a 100 rupees, then 100 into 100 is nothing but a turnover, is nothing but a total turnover. So we can find out that percentage increase in revenue TR2 minus TR1 divided by TR. So TR1 is nothing but P into Q. TR1 nothing but P into Q. P is the price and Q is the initial quantities. Q is the initial quantity. Now how we can calculate TR2? How we can calculate TR2? This turnover is a change. This TR2 should be changed. This TR2 should be changed, and this TR2 now becomes as a P. Change value of P and change value of Q. Change value of P and change value of Q. So this price changes by fall in 10%. So it becomes as a point for initial, if price initial is P, that final price is a 0.9 P. And how much quantity changes, now you can calculate it by this formula. This change in quantity, how you can calculate by this price elastic formula EP. So price elastic formula E is equal to change in quantity divided by change in price. So change in quantity is equal to price elasticity E into the change in price. So this elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand is given as 0.5 into change in price, now given as a 0.1, change in price given as a 0.1. So that change in quantity value is now becomes as a 0.05. Quantity becomes as a 0.05. So it means suppose one quantity is a sale out for the price, for initial price, then after changing this price by 0.1 value, this change in quantity demanded now changes by 0.05. Change in quantity changes by 0.05. So total change in quantity is nothing but 1 plus 0.05. So it becomes as a 1.05 Q. So this is the final price. This is the quantity related to this final price. So this is nothing but TR2. We put here value. Now just simplify. We will get minus 5.5%. After simplifying this, we will get it is a minus 5.5%. So this is just interpretation of that price elasticity of demand. Through these numericals, we just interpret what is meant by the price elasticity of demand. So this is the sixth example. This is another example. So here in this example, that income increases. One person income increases from 25,000 to 60,000, and consequently his demand for an item increases from 150 to 180. As income changes, that increase in demand or change in demand we will observe and find the income elasticity of demand. So for price elasticity of demand, this denominator is a for percentage change in price, and for income elasticity of demand, this denominator is a percentage change in income. This denominator is a percentage change in income. So income elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in income. So this percentage change in income now becomes as a 180 minus 150. Percentage change in the quantity demanded now become 180 minus 150 divided by 150, and percentage change in income now becomes as a 60,000 minus 25,000 divided by 25,000. As soon as you change this, you convert into the from as a multiplication factor, the denominator comes into the upper 25,000. So this, after simplification of this, it becomes as a income elasticity of demand is equal to 0.142. So it is again less than 1. So it is inelastic nature. So it is less than 1. It is inelastic nature. This is a one example based on the income elasticity of demand. So in this next example, they ask the 2% increase in price of the petrol causes 4% reduction in quantity demanded of the car. So petrol price increases, some effect on that